Hey, Piglet, what do you call a pile of kittens? A meowtin'.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music Basics with Ballard. I am your host, Douglas Ballard, and today we are doing something really awesome. We are doing the basics of drum set playing. You heard me right. We're going to learn how to play two basic rhythms on the drum set. And I'll tell you, when you're done, you can actually play along with all kinds of music just with two basic rhythms, all right? So we're going to get started shortly. I do have to remind you, this is distance learning for my students, and they are going to be required to find a passphrase that I hide in 3 separate sections of this video, and then put it into a quiz later. So thanks for your understanding with that. Just a little history on the drum set. In 1918, Chicago-based drum company Ludwig Drums invented the Jazzer Up drum set. It consisted of a bass drum, a snare drum, a woodblock, and a couple cymbals all built onto the same set, and it was used for making rhythm at home. And that's how the drum set got its start, and it advanced from there, but it started in 1918 in Chicago. So I guess now, since you don't seem to see my drum set here, we need a change of venue. Let's try it. Holy cow, I can't believe that worked. That's awesome. All right, so now that we're in a different space, we need to know that in order to do excellent drumming, we need to be able to count to 4. That's it. If you want to start the basics of drumming, you have to be able to count to 4. Hopefully you can do that by now. Before we start counting to 4, I want to give you my first word today, and that is the word kiss, as in like smooch, or as in peck. Kiss. All right? Kiss. All right, so the very first thing we need to do when we're counting to 4 is be able to do it. So let's count to 4 and do repetitions. I know it seems rather pedantic to do that, but I promise there's a reason for it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, pretty simple. That part's easy. The hardest part about being a drummer on a drum set is the coordination. So I'm going to teach you the order of operations to start your basic rock groove. Are you ready? Your basic rock groove starts with your right foot moving up and down on beats 1 and 3. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it? Okay, now we're going to add in the next step. Your right foot is on 1 and 3. Your left foot is on 2 and 4. So you're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, I am facing the camera, so don't get confused as to what side to move. Right foot is on 1 and 3. Left foot is on 2 and 4. All right, remember, left foot makes the L. All right, here we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Now, for the next part, I need some, oh yeah, drumsticks. Yes, it worked. All right, cool. So you have a pair of drumsticks, right? So the next thing you need to do is on the 2 and 4 with your left hand and lining up with your left foot, you need to hit on 2 and 4. So every time you go 2 and 4, your hand should move with your foot. Okay? So let's try it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So there you go. You have to coordinate that together in order to make those work. All right? So that's the first step with your hands. Okay, now that you have your right foot, your left foot, and your left hand coordinated, here comes one of the challenges. you need to get your right hand involved in this. And what you're going to do is, every time you say a number, you're going to swing your right hand. Now, this is only the first step. All right, we have a little bit more that we have to do with that. So remember, it's 1 and 3 on the right leg, 2 and 4 on the left leg, 2 and 4 with the left hand, and every single number with the right hand. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you notice that is not easy, right? You have to really concentrate. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, you might have also noticed something. You see how my right hand is crossing over my left hand? That's actually part of the drum set. Now, there are some ways to make your drum set not have to do that. For our purposes, we're just going to use the basic setup, and that causes you to have your hands crossed over like this. All right, so just be prepared for your hands to be crossed over. Let's try that one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Hey, great job. Now we need to up the challenge level. So upping the challenge level is all involved in your right hand. Okay, your right hand has to be able to move double time. It's not just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, that does make it a bit of a challenge. So let's just try it with our right foot and our hand. So remember, it's 1 and 3 with our right foot, and then we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with our right hand. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's a challenge, right? All right, let's try adding in more parts. Okay, so we're gonna add in both of our left sides. We're gonna do our left leg and our left hand on 2 and 4 as well as this. All right, here we go. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Hey, I think you're getting it. Okay, now it's time to do it one piece of the drum set at a time. I need my bass drum. Where's my bass drum? Come on, bass drum. Where are you? Oh yeah, I'll try this.
Hey, check it out. I got my bass drum. All right, let's go. So remember, 1 and 3. Let's just practice that first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's add in the left foot. We need, what's it called? Oh yeah, a hi-hat. Hey, hi-hat, thanks for joining the party. Hey, let's practice our 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it's starting to get closer to that rock beat sound. All right, now we need snare drum. Hey, it worked again. Great, this is amazing. Ready? Now remember, 1 and 3 on the right foot, 2 and 4 on the left foot and hand. Here we go. Let's see what it sounds like. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, there you go. And the hi-hat's already here, so let's add in that hand. Here we go. Just do it for right now on all the downbeats. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Now let's double time that right hand and go on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, ready, stop. Hey, see? Basic rock groove. You just figured it out by adding in all the parts that you need to make it. You only need these three things: a bass drum, a snare drum, and a hi-hat. All right, now we're going to try something else. We're going to do something called a swing pattern. We need one more piece of equipment for that, and that is a ride cymbal. Here we go, and... Hey, awesome. All right, cool. Now, before we even use this ride cymbal, we need to know a very important thing, and that is how to swing. Now, swinging is a very, very difficult thing to do, unless you try it this basics way. One of the words I want you to think of is the word doodle, as in when you are doodling on a piece of paper. When you use that word doodle and then you add the word da after it, you end up with doodle da. So let's say that together, doodle da. Now, you notice that that creates this weird kind of sounding, and it goes doodle da. And you notice that da is slightly louder than the do and the dol. So you get doodle da, doodle da, doodle da, doodle da. Let's say that together. 1, 2, ready, go. Doodle da, 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 doodle da. Right? Seems a little weird. Now, how to get to basic swing from there is understanding that swing has technically an uneven beat. There is so much more involved. Remember, this is basics with Ballard, not advanced jazz theory with Ballard. So just understand that we're teaching you the basic way to figure out a swing pattern, and you want it to have a slightly uneven feel. And if you say doodle da and you remove the dull of the doodle, you end up with do da do da do da do da. Now don't try to go do da do da do da do da. That's not what we want. We remove the dull but leave space for it. So we go doodle da doodle da doodle da da. Ready? So it goes like this: do da do da do da da. Do da do da do da da. Do da do da do da da. So just try to say do da 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 do da. And remember how with our right hand on the hi-hat before we were double timing? Well, now we're going to do the Duda pattern on the ride cymbal right near what's called the dome. That's this part right here on the top of the cymbal, and we're going to go do da do da do da do. So you want to say do da do da do da do da do. All right, here we go. So let's do our bass drum and our hi-hat and our snare drum first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Do da 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 do da. There you go. That is the basic swing pattern. There's only one more thing that we need to learn before we play, and that involves me adding just 3 more pieces of my drum set, but I'm going to do them all at once. This has been working, so here we go. Hey, come on. 3 things. 3rd time's the charm. Ready? And... oh, great. Thanks for joining the party, guys. Now I've got what are called toms. That's tom, high tom, mid tom, low tom, and I got a little splash cymbal added in inverted up here on top of my ride cymbal. Okay, so what we need to do next is something called fills. And what fills are is at the end of a phrase, you kind of throw in a little like period on the end of your beat. Before we start talking about fills, I really want to actually thank someone really, really special to me. That is my good friend Doug Funk. I actually couldn't get to my drum set at my school, and he happened to have one at his house, and he loaned it to me so I could do this video. So a big thank you to Doug Funk. All right, now back into fills. I'm sorry about interrupting. So you have your standard rock beat. We'll start with that one, and we'll do that one first. We'll go like this. Now you see, all I did was I just kind of went and four and I went down through the toms and added kind of a little finish on the end of that. It's very simple, especially since you keep up with your right hand. You just go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, all right? And it actually ends up working pretty awesome. So that's a basic rock fill. Now, that's a short fill. Now, what happens when we want to do a longer fill? Well, there's a really simple one you can do, and it comes from my friend the splash cymbal there. All you have to do is do a whole measure of splashes and just do one splash on each beat. I know it sounds like a weird thing, but just check it out. See? It's pretty cool. You add that little 4-beat splash in there. It makes a pretty awesome fill. Now, the final fill I'm going to add in here, and I'm only going to do fills on the rock beat because that jazz beat, adding in fills, it comes into a whole new ball game of having to mess with triplets and all kinds of other things. Get good on the rock beat fill first, and it'll go great. Now, we're going to have a moment of drum soloing, okay? So it's a drum solo fill. So here we go. Just so you know, my second word today is the, as in we're going to the mall one day, or we're going to the store, all right? So the. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, so that is how to do a basic fill. You notice on that drum solo, I just kind of went nuts. Once you kind of start understanding the basics of the rhythm, you can start adding in just different types of things into your drum solo, and it'll sound pretty awesome. All right, so now it's time to get back to our normal sitting in the studio. Here we go.
And we're back. Hey, isn't that awesome? One of the things you gotta know is knowing those grooves that you just learned is that you can really go far. I have some great videos I'm gonna share with you now. They were given to me by Steve Weiss Music. They are a fantastic place to buy anything you need for drums. I'm not being sponsored by them. I'm telling you from my own personal opinion. They have some of the best prices and some of the best selection around. You gotta check them out. And thanks a lot to Dan Sullivan, the owner over there, for sending me these videos. Those guys are so good. Now you see where you can go. Now that you know the basics, keep practicing. You might end up like those guys. Pretty cool, right? Before we sign off, I want to tell you the third word today, and that is girl, as in there's a boy and then there's a girl. So, girl. So there you have it. You learned to play a basic rock beat, a basic swing beat, and how to do fills in both of those. I say take a shot at it. See what you can do. All right? Until then, though, see you, bye.